they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Block gonna throw. Open target here, Darius Slayton. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll run with a rookie from UCLA. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
You look at this Steeler defense.
They're a unit that struggled some against the run, no doubt, coming in 25th out of 32 teams.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Block now to throw.
Gets it out wide to Davis Price.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Alex Highsmith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Open man, there's Darnell Washington.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That ends up going for 31.
That's just called, as we just saw right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
The Steelers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Back to throw. Fields. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Throwing again is Fields.
Eluding the pressure right.
And he'll get it right back to Washington.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
And Najee going to have a Steelers first down as he'll take this down to the 22-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
From the 8, they've got it first and goal. Fields. Touchdown! Mike Williams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Davis Price on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Stopped in his tracks and given a loss on that play by Patrick Queen. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now Locke. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from evening this one up. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. These two teams all tied after one.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Fields. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Another completion, right back to Patterson. And taking it across. And inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now Fields. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. From the 50, here's Fields. Setting up the screen, Harris. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overrode him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jones on the return. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Fields.
Caught by Wilson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A nice gain of 21 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Jones from 13 yards out. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. They look to throw. It's Locke. That one taken in by Neighbors. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Locke off of play action. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Fields. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to take another shot here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. A final shot before the break. Fields looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Washington. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Finding Pickens for another catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take a 3-touchdown lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Hyatt there to grab it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Locke going to throw. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line.
Well, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
Runs over it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there at 22.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Fields now to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Washington. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Harris. Bowling his way into the end zone. It's a touchdown. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field, and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time, he had the speed to win that race.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, it's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run with Davis Price. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Block now to throw. That is caught. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Here's Locke to throw. That is incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
In motion, Slayton. Throwing now is Locke. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And the Steelers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Charles, whatever's going on between
most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he's taken down inside the 30. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
The partner still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Throwing again is Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do. Yeah, and on 3rd down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force 4th down.
Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
Davis Price up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. To throw at his lock.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. They'll get 34 yards there.
Straight ahead, Steele.
And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked out with his team, and think about the celebration.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Block. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Cole Holcomb. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles. And picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Fields. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Back to throw. Fields.
It's brought in by Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Deshaun Elliott.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start with Davis Price on the ground.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
from the 33. Here's second down and 7. Another touch for Davis Price. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Block working out of the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Locke. Got to have this one. Complete right side to Hyatt. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Now Locke. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles. But that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.